Gage Ass Pack. Released September 4th, 2014, the Gage Assault Pack brings a collection of weapons dedicated for all the heisters that enjoy the louder approach. Please ignore the last two weapon packs that were nothing but loud weapons. This pack includes 4 primaries, 3 being assault rifles and 1 being the first DLC special weapon, 4 melee weapons, 4 masks with materials and patterns, and 10 achievements. I'll be ranking each category out of 5 for a max of 20 points. So, let's roll the dice and find out if the Gage Assault Pack is still worth it. Four weapons, all of which are apparently weapons from the Battlefield series assault kit, which, considering the design of this DLC's art, yeah, it's kinda obvious. But, let's get to covering them. Made in France and introduced to the world in 1978. Whoa, no, absolutely not. You get that fucking cringe fest out of my video. We're doing this properly now. We're a semi-professional YouTube channel. We gotta be better than that. Based on the FAMAS F1, the Clarion is a rifle with the stats of an SMG. High fire rate, a big ammo pool, and can be modded to be pretty stable. Honestly, the fact that it can reach 80 accuracy at all is insane, and coupled with 21 concealment, could possibly fit into a dodge/crit build easily. The only downsides is that it doesn't come with any magazine mods, meaning you can only carry a max of 45 with Surefire Basic. I did wonder if playing with a burst fire mod would make this better, but I don't know. Still kinda on the fence even if it does triple the damage output. Next is the Gecko 762, based on the IMI Galil arm. With mid-level stats and a lot of mods to choose from, this rifle can be modded to fit any playstyle from dodge to a 100-100 low damage DMR. With an OK ammo pool, it can be useful in most heists, but will require some support from an ammo bag occasionally. It also has a hidden damage modifier where it does 100% more damage to civilians. No, I won't elaborate. Next, the Gewehr 3 rifle, based on the Heckler & Koch G3A3. Unlike the Gecko, who claims to fit into any style, the G3 is actually a pretty reliable DMR class assault rifle. It's really easy to get it to 100-100 stats, plus that's without using the available weapon kits, which either turn the G3 into a high stability, high ammo pool light rifle, or further thrust the weapon into the DMR role with a small magazine but massive damage. And finally, the GL40, based on the M79 grenade launcher. Payday 2's first grenade launcher and a returning weapon from Payday the Heist. A crowd control weapon with fairly low ammo pickup that's best paired with a good secondary. It's a bloop tube after all. If you want a really fun recommendation, pair this with Sting rounds and just turn it into a blunderbuss. You won't regret it. However, if you're planning on buying this pack for the GL40, don't bother, as the free Compact 40 is the same thing for your secondary slot. Speaking of free things, gun facts. Equipping the Gecko with the light foregrip makes it resemble the Galil SAR. Equipping it with the CQB foregrip and skeletal stock make it resemble the Galil MAR. And equipping it with the sniper foregrip and the sniper stock make it resemble the sniper variant of the Galil. Can I please stop talking about the Galil? Please. Equipping the Gewehr 3 with the DMR kit and the precision grip foregrip and stock make it resemble the H&K PSG-1. This variant is actually used for the sniper enemies, with the Thea scope from the sniper pack being attached. This modification set is actually unobtainable, as the Thea is only equipable on sniper class weapons. I'll give the weapons a 2. I like the Clarion, Gewehr and the GL40, but the Clarion's role can be fulfilled with an SMG, the GL40 is basically free, and the Gewehr could easily be replaced with the M308, and the Gecko just sucks. 4 melee weapons, which aren't that effective. But let's start us off. The bayonet knife, based on the Soviet 6H4 bayonet, designed for AK rifles. Concealable and has a high charge time, but because of the low damage and the sluggish knife animation, it's better to choose any other knife. I am a little upset we can't attach this to any of the AK rifles, but that option wouldn't be a thing until the Nagant. The compact hatchet, based on the Smith & Wesson Bullseye hatchet. It's the exact same as the bayonet, just with a slower charge time. Nothing special. The X46 knife, based on the Robson X46 utility survival knife. It's the exact same as the previous two, although it is my second favourite in this pack. I just really like that tan plastic metal look, and considering it has the same reverse grip stab slash animation that the Ursa has, it's pretty satisfying to use with Bloodthirst. And finally, the Ding Dong Breaching Tool, based on the Gerber Ding Dong Breaching Tool. Despite the best name for a hammer ever, the Ding Dong doesn't really offer much besides a slow swing speed and a high knockdown. If they gave this thing the stats of the Fire Axe, I would use this as my go-to, but it is good for getting converts, I suppose. I'll give the melees a 2, and all 2 of those points go to the Ding Dong. Ding Dong. Such a funny name. You know the drill by now, 4 masks, materials, and patterns. This time the masks are based off villains from Marvel Comics. The Black Death, based on the Mad Titan Thanos. Crow Goblin, based on Hobgoblin. Professor Wrath may be based on Mr. Sinister, and Volt might be based on Electro. They look fine. I wouldn't wear them personally, but as homages, they're pretty good. The materials are as follows: Bone, Evil, Frost, and Void. All of these look pretty cool. My favourite is probably Void, which is just such a nice reflective purple colour. The patterns are as follows: Death, Emperor, Muerte, and Vicious. You know what's weird? We don't have a luchador mask. We have 2 ski masks in these patterns, which is weird because we had an entire campaign that took place in Mexico and a crossover with a game that has an entire faction of them. I don't know. Just a thing I noticed. They get a 3. Pretty good patterns and materials and some alright masks. Nothing too special. Ten achievements, all of which require the DLC to unlock. Enough beating around the bush, so let's get to it. So many choices. Own every assault pack weapon. This unlocks the short barrel for the Clarion, the light stock for the Gecko, the plastic foregrip in the assault kit for the Gewehr, the evil material, and the vicious pattern. Army of 1. Equip the GL40, locomotive, and ICTB. This unlocks the CQB stock and plastic foregrip for the Gecko. Not today. Kill a jumping cloaker with the GL40. Basically the same as in Town Near the Law from the second weapon pack. This unlocks the wooden foregrip, retro grip, and the wooden stock for the Gewehr. Hammer time. Kill 25 thugs with the Ding Dong Breaching Tool. It unlocks the frost material and the Emperor pattern. Artillery barrage. Kill 25 enemies with the GL40 from 40 meters away. Not too bad if you know how physics and parabolic arcs work. It unlocks the wooden stock for the Gecko, the pirate barrel for the GL40, the bone material, and the Muerte pattern. Big Bada Boom. Kill 4 enemies with 1 GL40 grenade. It unlocks the sawed-off stock for the GL40 and the Crow Goblin mask. Rabbit hunting. Kill 10 cloakers with the Gecko. It unlocks the skeletal stock, the fabulous stock, and the fabulous foregrip for the gecko. Tour de Clarion. Kill 200 enemies with the Clarion. It unlocks the suppressed barrel and the G2 grip for the Clarion, and the Professor Wrath Mask. Precision Aiming. Kill 25 bulldozers with the Gewehr. It unlocks the sniper barrel for the Clarion, the sniper stock, grip, and foregrip for the gecko, the precision stock, grip, foregrip, and the DMR kit for the Gewehr, and the Black Death Mask. And finally, Unusual Suspects. Beat Watchdogs and Overkill or above, whilst everyone is wearing each of the Assault Pack masks. This unlocks the light foregrip for the gecko, tactical foregrip for the Gewehr, long barrel for the Clarion, as well as the Void material and the Death pattern. For their pretty easy requirements and absolute mountain of rewards, the achievements honestly get a well-deserved 4. Two, 2, 3, and 5, giving us 11, and placing it in C tier. The Assault Pack offers nothing new to the table, especially when every weapon in this pack has better options for free. Next time, we'll cover Payday 2's first crossover DLC with the Hotline Miami pack, and I hope to see you there. Take care, and have a good week.